Now, the last match on AEW's show was a Texas death match between Lance Archer and Hangman Page, and it was a bloodbath. And I thought it was good, but how do you feel about Hangman Page and the world title being in a match like that, and also about a Texas death match just springing up out of nowhere? There was no issue with Lance Archer and Hangman Page. To my knowledge, they'd not even had a match before, and they get plopped right into a Texas death match.
Well, it got a rating, so I can't. I'd be crazy if I said it was no good. I like blood. I like all that,
Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no.
and
I
and,
like
and,
it.
and both those guys can work.
See,
But Mark, you can't. Yeah, they do stuff on TV on WWE where they make things happen in one segment. At least they
no,
talk. At
no
least they
question.
talked about it for the whole show.
No, no, I agree, and don't misconstrue. I have no problem with the blood. I just always saw Texas death match as a blow off to a series of matches.
Well, we also thought that used to be the formula, but it's not anymore. Please, the formula changes each week.
Yeah, it really does. And
But
yeah,
if I'm a fan, I don't mind it. If I like the guys, I don't care what they do, as long as they're on TV and they're kicking ass. I love it.
the other thing I wasn't crazy about was Hangman bumped for Jake Roberts. He took a short armed clothesline. I love Jake. He executed very effectively, but I don't know. Is he too old for the world champ to bump for?
I'll answer that by saying, was Harley Race too old for me to be?
Well, Harley wasn't Jake's age.
That's the point. It's all work.
Okay, fair enough.
And the crowd blew on it, right?
Yep.
Jake's over. He always has been. So it's not anymore, Mark, what you and I unfortunately think is right or wrong. It's what gets the crowd going. And Jake hit him with that short arm or that short clothesline. And when a guy's all tore up like that, why not bump for him?
Nate, I got to tell you, I've learned on Twitter over the past few years that I am wrong about just about everything.
Well, so am I, apparently.
So nobody should feel bad about thinking.
Only time I read is when I play some of my own stuff.
Least of all, the greatest wrestler ever. Now, as you mentioned, Raw did a 1-3, and as we said, AEW Dynamite had 1.1 million viewers. Uh, I'm not sure I see that as a rivalry or a goal. I would if they were on at the same time. But how come when Raw does a 1.3, it's a failure, and AEW has 1.1 million viewers, it's perceived as a success?
Because Raw is a huge, huge, huge 30 plus year, every Monday night annual event that I bet I haven't missed 10 episodes. I love it.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. It's just,
I mean, if you and I have loved Raw, I loved Raw when I was in WCW.
yeah. Oh, I've watched Raw since day one. I know you have
Yeah,
too.
I have too. I was on the first show. Remember, I put first show on. Santana put me over. Second show, a Raw. I lost to Loser Leave Town to Kurt. I was on the first two episodes.
And then you left town, which, as we've discussed, is a
Loser had to leave town. That's what I was told by Ole Anderson. What good are you to me now? I said, I don't know. I'd been on the most popular TV show in the world while you've been down here getting a 0.6 rating.
now. And the only thing about AEW is, they went over a million, and as you said, that's a heck of a number. But to me, they need to establish consistency.
Mhm.
They need to get that number every week and then build on that. No, not go back down to 990,000 next time.
Mhm.
I mean, consistency is the key,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. I wish for them they could just keep it, and they have the talent to do it. It's just, how they're booked and what's going on. But I mean, I still, I watch it from a different club. I have a place I go to, but every they have no problem turning it on for me, and everybody that watches it with me loves it. So and some of them don't ever watch wrestling, but they end up watching it.
Here's one from Jim. Did he think Ronnie Garvin was the right opponent to lose to at 87, or should it have been Wyndham? And here's my question on top of that. Why would you lose to anybody then?
Just to move it around, I would have lost it. I think Ronnie was great, but I think Barry would have been a better one to lose it to.
I thought you and Ronnie, the physicality, the chops,
Mm,
I thought it made that match and the matches you had with him unique.
yeah.
I think Barry would have been a better choice, and I think Barry was a better performer, but I don't want to give Ronnie short shrift, and I really
Oh,
did like that series.
I love working running guard.
Right.
You asked me again. I just think Barry was at his peak right there in his prime, and I can't remember why Barry didn't get it, but um, yeah, it was a hell of a time. I love working with Ronnie, but man, it was in there. Trust me.